She slapped
Okay, hey you guys. Hey, good morning. Good morning. I have my coffee in my Nick Jonas mug, please. It is also, listen, okay, when I tell you, this is maple pecan with pumpkin, I think it's pumpkin pie spice. I think that's the one that I have. It's not pumpkin spice, which I guess is the same thing. I don't know. But when I tell you it's so freaking good, it's so freaking good, okay? Also, I totally lied to you guys.
So sorry.
So here was my plan. I just finished Caravel. Literally 2 days ago. Okay? So good. It was a reread, but I didn't remember hardly anything. It was so good, I was like, oh my god, do I read Legendary?
Hold on.
That would be a reread too, but I don't remember anything. Or what my plan was to go in to Once Upon a Broken Heart. Okay? But as I was thinking about it, I was like, I really think I should read all of Caravel. Every single one. Even Spectacular. Do I think that has anything to do with this? No. I think Spectacular is more of like a little novella. A little afterwards. After, finale. But I don't feel like this is smart yet. So, we are holding off on this. Also, I was supposed to read this last month, and I did not do anything with it. Okay, she a big girl. She a big girl, and I love that for her. She's beautiful, but look at her. She's stunning, but look at her. Okay, she a thickie. And so, I think I'm gonna read this in September. You know, like give it a whole month. On to what this is actually gonna be a vlog for. Do you guys remember I did the Vampire Diaries book 1, which I think is called The Awakening? Okay, well, okay, The Struggle. And yeah, I know. It's The Struggle for real. And so wish me luck, because book 1 pissed me off.
Book 1 pissed me off. Because there was so much that was different.
Give me a second. God damn it. Let's get into it, you know? Okay, period. Go ahead and grab your bevy. Okay, and if it is not pumpkin spice coffee, what are you doing? What are you actually doing? But also no judgment. Take a little sippy sip. And let's get into the vlog. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I don't even remember how The Awakening ended. Yes, I do. Elena was screaming for Damon. Do you see my new bookshelf? She's so beautiful. She's not done. I think I want to put like snakes and like the Slytherin house crest on there, because hello, if you're new here, she's proudly a Slytherin, okay? Let's get into this. How long will this take me to read? Is this like a short read? Let's see. That can't be right. This is only an hour? This is only gonna take an hour? I fear that's not right. Is this only gonna take an hour? That seems crazy. Oh, she is shouting for Damon. She is shouting. Ooh. Damon is right behind her. She was shouting and she was like, ain't nobody here. And then boom. Right behind her. And if that's not Damon coded, I don't know what is. She said,
Where's Stefan?
a line appeared between Damon's dark eyebrows.
Stefan who?
I'm already dead. And if you also know me, you know that I love a good annotated book. She slapped him. It was a good hard slap. Okay, period. If you're gonna do it, you might as well go all out, you know? It snapped Damon's head to one side. Lapis lazuli. I can waken things inside of you. Oh my god. I can waken things inside you that have been sleeping all your life. You're strong enough to live in the dark, to glory in it. You can become a queen of the shadows. He's over here like, why not? Why not try it? Be honest. Isn't there a part of you that wants to? She does. She wants to. And we'll be together, you and I, just the two of us forever. Now, see, I don't know if I like that, because in the show, kind of like a slow burn a little bit. And in here, this is book 2, and he's already like, I want you. You know, in the show, you like gather that much. You see it. But he doesn't ever like say it immediately. Do you know? I don't know. It's giving slow down. It's giving let her burn for you. Oh, she's over here talking about Stefan already told me what you were, so you can't do anything to scare me, blah, blah, blah. He's like, nothing? I can do anything to you and to the ones you loved. You have no idea, Elena, of what I can do, but you'll learn. Winter is coming. An unforgiving season. Oh my god. Okay, period. Tell her how it is. He said, before it comes, you'll have learned what I can and can't do. You asked earlier about my brother. Don't bother looking for him, Elena. I killed him last night.
We don't remember that.
I think my problem is that I love the show so much. Okay? And the Vampire Diaries TV show is my kryptonite. I literally watch that show every single day. I kid you not. Every single day it is on. I don't know. The book is so different. I don't like how he is like already, I'm making you mine. Like in the show, one of my favorite things about Damon and Elena's vibe relationship in the beginning is that she's kind of like, you're not going to do anything to me. You don't want to kill me. And he's like, yet. You're still alive right now. I don't want to kill you yet. It's not like, I'm going to make you mine. It's like, it's very much enemies to lovers type of like bully, supernatural, obviously, and they still have that. But he doesn't seem like, he seems partially bully and partially like, I'm gonna romance you. And that doesn't happen yet. It shouldn't be season 2 yet, you know? Like, they should still have a very tense, very I don't like you type of relationship. Oh my god. Oh yeah, that's right, it's after Halloween. It still also, like, creeps me out that Margaret is her little sister. She's also over here like, I can't trust anyone, absolutely anyone. Like what, because they care about you? Because they're worried about you? Like, girl, you... She's like really butthurt. Says, Elena, you should realize that isn't so. You can trust us. Sorry, can't you trust us at all? And she said, I don't know, can I? Yes, because we are your best friends. For once in your life, listen to me, you little idiot. Ooh. Okay, no matter how bad the evidence against... What just happened? No matter how bad the evidence against Stefan looks, he did not kill Mr. Tanner. Hold on, let me get this straight, okay? Your best friend just told you, if I do this magic, it could be so incredibly dangerous. So incredibly dangerous. The magic could be
Hello?
The magic could start using me instead of me using the magic, and the only thing Elena had to say about that was,
I understand how dangerous it is, but look at Stefan. Look at Stefan. Stefan is gone. Stefan is missing. Stefan needs to be found.
that is your best friend that just literally said in between the lines, like, I could die if I do this for you. You just met Stefan. And then Bonnie, of course, because Bonnie's a good person, she's like, I need a candle. Like, let me just maybe kill myself. Great. Ew. Okay, Bonnie's like, alone in the dark. Dark and cold. I'm alone, there's something behind me, jagged and hard, rocks. Now I'm numb from the cold, so cold. Water up to my neck, like ice. Me dying of thirst, so thirsty. Oh no, when she spoke, her voice was distorted. Elena interrupted her. Of course she did. What did she say? If I do this for you, you cannot speak. The only thing you need to think about is Stefan. What did she do? She fucking interrupted her. Oh my gosh, she's so easily unlikable. And like, is that supposed to be a part of it? She's gotta have the craziest character arc, like, ever. Craziest character arc. Because who is you? Why are you like that? She's like obsessive, but she's also stupid. She only thinks about herself. She's selfish. She doesn't really even care about her friends. And once again, these are not just friends. Like, these are best friends. These are best friends. And she's like, yeah, it's alright, I know. I know that you could die. Whoops. Who cares? Who caresies? One thing that is good about this book is that it is literally only 4 hours and 34 minutes long right now as it stands on chapter 3. So, like, that's nice, right? Is that better? Or is that worse? This is what it was on. I don't know which one's better. I'm gonna keep it on this one. You know, I just, like, Elena is insufferable, okay? Because, so now they're talking about what Bonnie said, and she's like, I don't remember anything about a bridge. I remember that I was hungry, felt like I wanted to die, maybe I was thirsty, feeling very weak, right? Then it says, you said something in a weird voice, or like you said something in a strange voice. You said not to go near the bridge. And Meredith corrects her and says, she told you not to go near the bridge. You in particular. She said death was waiting. And Elena's like, I don't care. I don't care if Stefan's there. I'm gonna go put myself in danger. Because she loves to do that. Because obviously she loves to do that. What else? What else does Elena love to do besides put herself in danger? Okay, so they're climbing out of a window. They don't want to go out the front door because Robert is there. Keep your eyes out for a crow. See, here we go again. Elena's heart dropped with dismay. Part of her knew that Bonnie was right and Stefan wasn't in this wild and lonely place. But part of her was too scared to listen. And so yeah, let's put all of our lives at danger, even though I know he's not here. He said, what are you guys doing out here? And she's like,
Bonnie thought Stefan might be here.
Bonnie's like,
Bonnie did not.
Bonnie said right away that it was the wrong place. Oh, I think they found Stefan. Okay, well, they found Stefan. Matt, Bonnie, Meredith, and Elena all found Stefan. And he's okay. He is saying no doctor, obviously, because he's supernatural. None of this, the only thing I remember from Vampire Diaries that had something to do with this, specifically with the well, is Catherine put the moonstone in a well filled with vervain, and Stefan went to retrieve it. And then another thing I guess I remember with him in water is that Silas trapped him in like a safe and threw him in the water. So they all ended up being able to take Stefan to his house. And they thought Mrs. Flowers was in the window. And they're like, Mrs. Flowers, we're here with Stefan. He needs your help. The figure didn't move, didn't even, like, look like they were hearing what they were saying, was just looking at them, couldn't really see, I guess, if it was Miss Flowers. And then the curtain went back to its, like, natural position and the light went off. And if that's not already weird, they didn't seem to care. They walk inside, they put Stefan in his room, and then Elena's like, he doesn't want a doctor, but maybe a nurse. Bonnie, isn't your sister a nurse? Have her come check out Stefan. Right, let's get more people involved. Cool, cool, cool. More people. Family of your best friend. Yes. Okay. Sounds great. And now she's like, you know, he's got like gashes on his hand. He's bleeding. He's got like his throat ripped out. He's super duper 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 white, like a bed sheet, like white. And she's like, this is not normal. And now she's like, I fucking hate Damon. I would literally take a wooden stake, and hammer it through his heart without regret. Elena like cuts her finger and she's like, here, you have to drink and survive. We literally have a nurse coming to see you. You have to be somewhat well. And he's like, no.
No, already too much. I can't take anymore.
She's like, I'm literally gonna cut my wrist if you don't just take these drops from my finger. So then he does it. Now they're laughing. Everybody's Gucci good. Nurse gets there. Bonnie's sister is very concerned. She's also like, you should definitely go to the clinic. Stefan's like, I'm good. I'm Gucci. I feel fine. She's like, okay. And then he pretty much told them all to leave. Told Elena to also leave, but to stay with her friends and not be alone. And to not let anyone into their house. He said, make sure you do not invite anybody in. And she said, we're about to all, like, pass out. Ain't nobody coming in. Okay, queen. Okay, queen. I'm going to read chapter 5, which is literally just 16 minutes long. I do need to also study today, and I don't really want to. I should have worked out today, and I didn't. And so that's fun. But anyway, so we've got chapter 5. It says November 2nd, Saturday, Dear Diary. Okay, so she didn't really finish her diary, it looks like. But there is a continuation the next day. Oh my god, we're meeting Alaric Saltzman. The last 2 people to come in were Caroline and Tyler. Not Alaric being like, how about you all come to my place? And we can talk informally. Because he'd like to get the student-teacher relationship off to a good start. Sir, what? What are you talking about right now? In this class, participation makes up half of your final grade. Okay. Stefan's like, listen, maybe if we are not seen together, people will leave us alone. People will forget about us. And she's like,
I'm only gonna do that if you tell me that you cannot live without me right now, right here, right now.
what? And so... Alright, well, that is chapter 6. We are already 30% through this book. 30%. That's kind of crazy. Oh, boy. And so here's the tea. Hello? Do you see this? Do you see this? You probably can see it. It says Founders Ball, Mystic Falls. That's what it says. It's got a flower. It is the Paul Wesley Vampire Diaries merch collab. Okay, Stefussy got a little merch going on. And I love that for him. I am cold. Disconnected! You better get your shit back together. Are we connected now? Okay, cool. We are on chapter 6. But listen, 30% of the book is already done. And so, like, what do you mean? You know? Do you know? I've got pumpkin spice. Yes, I do. Okay, so we ended where she was like, Stefan, tell me if you don't want to do this anymore. And he kissed her. Oh, we got the medical examiner. No blood left in the body at all, not a drop. Ooh, shit. Are they gonna find out? Not Elena telling Bonnie to shut up. I'm gonna smack the shit out of her. Oh! Damon's back. Their lips were inches apart. He was leaning in for a second bite. Elena's eating a breadstick and Damon's like, oh, I'll go to the other end and eat also this breadstick. And then their lips were this far apart. Damon Smith. Okay, so this whole time they're having a little exchange. Elena's like, what are you doing here? And this girl named Sue is speaking for him. I guess because Damon's not going to answer. And she's like, he's a college student. And then from University of Virginia, was it? William and Mary? And he said, among other places. Still looking at Elena, he had once glanced to Sue. I like to travel. Damon was playing a game pretending to be one of them. They're doing a little bantering now. She said, you're lucky to be able to take off whenever you want. And then he said, luck has nothing to do with it. Do you like dancing? She said, what's your major? And he said, American folklore. Did you know, for instance, that a mole on the neck means you are wealthy? Do you mind if I check?
Oh, I have a mole on my neck.
She's like, please don't play into his hand. He wants to kill you. Let's go home. Okay, so hold on a second. First off, she's over here talking about we need to leave. Damon's here. He wants to kill you. Okay, correct. But she literally said, I'm gonna get Stefan out of here so nothing happens. Now Damon is left with everyone in that house. And oh well, maybe he'll, you know, get angry and do something. Bonnie is in there. Hello? Your girl Bonbon. Damon literally said something all flirty to her, like, I heard it's good luck to kiss redheads or something. And then Bonnie, because she's got red hair, I know, we're not going to talk about that right now. I'm pissed about it too. It's not our Bonbon, but listen. Elena doesn't give a shit, obviously, about Bonnie. She just doesn't. You're telling me your best friend is in there, talking to Damon. I ride till dawn for Damon, but early season Damon, a little no humanity vibe, you know? A little switch off vibe. And that's your girl Bonbon, and you just like, yeah, go ahead. Kiss her. Kill her. Who knows? What? I don't know. Don't care. Gotta get Stefan out. Like, what? This book pisses me off. This book pisses me off. We did make it to chapter 7 though, but Girly Queen here has to go work out, do a little bit of cleaning, and then I'll be back. So I shall see you guys a little bit later. I do also have to study. Ugh, so much. So much, so little time. Anyway. Alright, so I'll see you guys a little bit later. Pumpkin spice coffee. In a Christmas mug. Don't talk to me. Don't do it. Phenom. Who are you if you don't have a Hogwarts house? And that's a valid question. Hair looking crazy, it's fine. We're gonna just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. We are on, let me see here. Chapter 7. Okay, so now she's just straight up lying. She's like, not telling him she went to go find Damon in the graveyard 3 days ago. Wow, it says, I'll keep them from fighting over me, I'll keep them from fighting each other over me no matter what. Come on, let's be real. I do love this quote because it's very much, hold on. But she wouldn't make the same mistake, Elena told herself fiercely. Catherine's methods had been stupid and childish. Who else but a stupid child would kill herself in the hopes that the two rivals for her hand would become friends? You would do that. Okay, interesting. He's saying it doesn't have to be a verbal invitation. If the intent is there, that's enough. The person inviting you doesn't have to be someone who actually lives in the house. Any human will do. That's not the same. That's very different. Interesting. The stronger your powers are, the more you're affected by certain limitations. The more you belong to the dark, the more the rules of the dark bind you. She said, should I start stocking up on garlic? Okay, we've got vervain. We know very well about vervain because that is in the show. Protect you against bewitchment. Keep your mind clear even if someone is using powers against you. She said silver bullets. Stefan laughed and said that's for werewolves. Burning, beheading, driving nails through the temples. Okay, so she's like, what about mirrors? And he's like, my kind is supposed to have no reflection because we have no souls. He said, you're the mirror. She goes, I'm the mirror. He's like, you've stolen my soul. Lock the door behind you and don't open it again tonight. And then he left. Elena's such a brat, dude. Like, she throws these, like, temper tantrums quite often. Uh-oh, she's like, he was gorgeous, wasn't he? Talking about Damon. Almost more gorgeous than Stefan? Okay, so somehow her diary pages are being posted in school. I'm assuming it was Damon. Bonnie's like, that means there's a killer that is a student at the school. The only people who weren't students were the new guy and Alaric. That guy was the killer, the guy that kissed me. Bonnie's like, what the hell? Okay, we've got Vicky Bennett there. Remember, Bonnie's last name is not Bennett. We've got Vicky randomly undressing in the school. She's got like a weird smile, like it's not her almost. And then she snaps out of it and she says, you're one of them. I saw you. You're evil, to Elena. And she runs away. So what I'm assuming that was she saw Catherine? I don't know, something about Catherine. In the show, she gets turned by Damon. But I guess it could have been Catherine, you know? Especially if she's like, you're one of them. But see, that was Caroline in the show. See, there's so much that's different. We're on to chapter 8. I will say we're like 50% through already. So like, that's nice. It's like a nice short read. We love a nice short read. Let me see how many. Yeah, 2 more hours and 31 minutes left in this book. Meredith's like, you just don't want it to be Damon. I would think you'd be more worried about him being a psycho killer than a diary thief. Period. I mean, that's not crazy to say. He said, I don't know. Killers are sort of romantic. Imagine you're dying with his hands around your throat. He'd strangle the life out of you, and the last thing you'd see would be his face. He can have me anytime. There's a crow. They're like, no one's out there unless you count the birds. Okay, so Stefan wants to go get vervain for Elena. He's asking Matt for his car. He's like, let me take your car. I have to go south, find these flowers. Has to be done now. I have to use your car because my car is still at the police station from Mr. Tanner's death, and everyone thought it was Stefan. And Matt's like, no, absolutely not. You steal my girl, you want to go get her flowers, da 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 da, but I will come with you. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's like Elena was going to marry Stefan or no one, and Stefan was going to marry no one but her. What's crazy is they literally just met. They literally just met. Okay, so in her dream, Elena is in Renaissance Italy when Stefan had been alive. She thinks it's Stefan. Okay, it says it was Damon. Okay, so she was having a dream about Damon and dancing with him at the ball, having so much fun. And then she felt his lips on her neck, and like at first it was like ecstasy. She was here for it. Period. Got it, girl. And then it started to be painful. So she woke up, there was a crow. The crow was like pecking at her. She's all bloody and gross. And then she looked in the mirror and she was like, and there's 2 little like teeth marks, little pinpricks from his vamp teeth. Oh shit. Also, the window was open and the locks were unscrewed. And Bonnie's like, maybe you were sleepwalking? She's like, what? Me? No, never. Damon really said, I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm up. And so there's that. Okay, well, we're on chapter 9. I do have to go do a few things, so I will be back a little bit later to see what the fuck happens. Hey, you guys. Good morning. Good morning. I've got my pumpkin spice coffee. Okay. Ignore that. This fell. Alright, and I'm getting tired of it because it keeps falling. Just ignore her. It's fine. I have some Halloween. It's not too early. Okay? It's gonna be adorable. I have some Halloween, like, banners and stuff coming today that I'm gonna put up. So, Cool beans. We are about, I want to say like 50% through this book. Okay. I don't remember where I left off. Elena's like, I took so much time telling my friends not to invite strangers into their house. Meanwhile, she literally invited Damon into Bonnie's house. I love how Elena's sitting here being like, you are not safe in your house, and neither is your family, but I need you alone to come with me. Like, what do you mean right now? Okay, so Stefan got Elena some vervain. He had to go, like, all the way across town to get it. It wasn't grown by I guess, who was it? Uncle Zach or whatever, whoever it was? You said it helps keep your mind clear even when someone is using power to influence it. He says, right, and that's one of the things Damon might try. He can use the power of his mind even from a distance, and he can do it whether you're awake or asleep. He could influence you to come out of the house, say or let him in, but the vervain should prevent that. I love how it says, why did one lie always lead to another? Because that's all you do is lie. What do you mean? If that's all you do, of course it's going to be lie after lie after lie after lie. That's your fault. Okay, Bonnie's like, I had a really weird dream last night. And Elena's like, what about you? I saw you standing under a tree and the wind was blowing. For some reason I was afraid of you and I didn't want to go any closer. You looked different, very pale, but also glowing. Then a crow flew down from the tree and you reached out and grabbed it in midair. You were so fast it was unbelievable, and then you looked over at me. With this expression you were smiling, but it made me want to run. Then you twisted the crow's neck and it was dead. She's had that dream before. Okay, interesting. So they think Caroline stole the diary, not Damon. Not Tyler being like, I don't know if Tyler said it or Caroline, but he'll be lucky if he doesn't end up hanging from a tree. She said, and by the way, don't look for a good looking guy because he might be a crow at the moment. Okay. That was an interesting chapter for sure. Pretty much, I guess, Caroline and Tyler are trying to plot Elena's downfall and Stefan as the murderer. Elena's diary was taken and it's got in there, like, you know, the secret, which is like the vampirism, you know. But they're saying that the secret is that he's the killer, but Elena's like, Damon is the killer. But also Damon is super hot, and so she's like, but he's also a crow, but he's also a vampire. So she's like, in her head, she's like, who is going to believe me? And that's so actually valid, to be fair, you know? But anyway, we are on to chapter 10, and we're already almost 60% through the book, period. I think I'll be done by the end of the week, and it's Tuesday. Video up by Saturday. Video up by Saturday. Period. Can you see? Ah! It's gonna die! No, ma'am. No, no, no. No. Because no. Because no. Because no. Get your shit together. We're connected. Please. It says, hey boo, hey boo. I do want to put a bow right here. I'm getting bats. These bats are so cute. The body gets pushed on to the surface and the wings go like out, like 3D-ish. And they're going to be way right there. I think I got like 60. Little much, maybe. Okay, and so maybe. But who cares? Also, do you see? Look. More decorations. They're ghosties. I don't know if you can tell that they're ghosties. It's pom-pom balls and ghosties. If you can tell, I'm ready for Halloween. Okay? Because I love a good season. I love a good seasonal decoration. But my favorite is Halloween and then Christmas. I am your typical, like, child. It's pumpkin spice. If I told you guys the amount of books that I'm reading right now, you would be shocked. The bamboozle would be bamboozled. Do you know what I'm saying? And so, but today, we're gonna continue with the Vampire Diaries. I think we're like 60% through. We've got chapter 10. I don't really remember what happened in chapter 9. Oh, yes. Okay, they were like, Damon is the one. She just found out Caroline and Tyler were plotting against her. Caroline and Tyler being a little too much. Who the hell is Sue? Okay, so Tyler has something against the Fells. He thinks they stole his ancestors' rightful place as the town's founders or something. Okay, Caroline's mom doesn't work in here. And they have a maid? Elena, Bonnie, and Meredith are going to sneak into Caroline's house and steal back Elena's diary. But Elena kind of feels bad about it. She's like, isn't it kind of rude to go into someone's house and steal something? Yeah, it is. But at the same time, Caroline stole your diary from Bonnie's house. So yeah, you should go get this shit back. That's the one thing I agree on right now. That is the one thing I agree on right now. Right now, there's not a single human being, not a single person on earth that I am not keeping something from. Bonnie and Meredith can't know the truth about Stefan. Stefan can't know the truth about Damon. Aunt Judith can't know about anything. Bonnie and Meredith know about Caroline and the diary, but Stefan doesn't. Stefan knows about the vervain I use every day now. Bonnie and Meredith don't. Why you always lying? Why you always lying? Okay, so she's worried Stefan still wears Catherine's ring around his neck and he's never said I love you even though she knows that he loves her. Bonnie's like real worried. Okay, so she assigned herself the closet. Meredith is checking a pile of stuffed animals. Okay, they found the diary. They found Caroline's diary, not Elena's. Okay, so Bonnie's reading it. It says, Elena's the most selfish person I've ever known. Everyone thinks she's so together, but it's really just coldness. It's sickening the way people suck up to her, never realizing that she doesn't give a damn about anyone or anything except Elena. And so she's not wrong. Oh, and Stefan. Bonnie's almost as bad these days, always trying to make herself important. The newest thing is pretending she's psychic so people will pay attention to her. If she was really psychic, she'd figure out that Elena is just using her. Meredith doesn't do anything to stop it. In fact, Meredith doesn't do anything. She just watches. It's as if she can't act. She can only react to things. Besides, I've heard from my parents talking about her family. No wonder she never mentions them. What's that supposed to mean? Okay. Oh my god. Okay, so Elena got out of Caroline's house. Period. Didn't find her diary, but found Caroline's diary. It had a whole bunch of shit in there about everyone else and how she doesn't like everyone else. So I'm like, how did y'all used to be best friends? Because she talking mad shit about everybody. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. That wouldn't do that. But goddamn, it's like everybody in the club getting talked about by Elena. Nope, by Caroline. Well, no, they're just not getting thought of by Elena. They are being degraded by Caroline. Love that for them. So she gets out, and a hand tries to grab her to help her onto the roof, I believe. And she freezes, and all she sees is white teeth. And so, on to chapter 11. We've got Damon hopping on in here. Favorite character, so here we go. He said the name is Salvatore. as in savior. There was a brief flash of white teeth in the darkness. I love how it says Damon laughed. Like, that's kind of outrageous, you know? Especially early season, Damon? She said, you and I are enemies, Damon. We could never be anything else. And so we're going to highlight that because we already know that that's a damn lie. You'll be mine before the next snow flies. You're right to be afraid of me. I'm the most dangerous thing you are ever likely to encounter in your life. But just now I have a business proposition for you. Okay. So Damon's like, I have a proposition for you. I will get you your diary, but you have to let me spend time with you. Alone. Ooh, period. And Elena was like, I would literally rather slit my throat. And he was like, interesting. I could do that more fun, though, than you just slitting your throat. And then she's like, actually, I think I'm gonna, like, jump off of the roof onto the balcony. It's not that far. Turns out it was far. Damon saved her. And then he was like, this time, I helped you. Next time, you will help me. He said, next time I'm going to collect. She also said, if he'd kissed her then, she would have let him. Okay, and like, same, but like, Elena confuses the fuck out of me. I'm not even gonna lie. We've got Vicky trying to undress Tyler in school and then bite at his neck, and she's like growling and shit. So supposedly Vicky is now a vampire. And Elena's like, oh my god, so she's a vampire. Damon did this. I should have given her vervain. And Stefan's like, some people's wills are just not strong, and it doesn't matter if there's vervain. Her will. And so now her will belongs to Damon. And then she said, okay, so she's gonna be like you and Damon. He said, it depends. It's not just a matter of how much blood she loses. She needs his blood in her veins to make the change complete. Otherwise, she'll just end up like Mr. Tanner, drained, used up, and dead. Okay, and Elena's trying to console him, and he's like, no, Elena, don't you see it's dangerous? Dangerous for both of us, but especially for you. It could kill you or worse. She needed the connection to him, closeness, to remember what it was like with him. Oh yeah, that's right, she's got Damon in her dreams. Ooh, we're like 70% through the book. So it's interesting because Elena is like begging Stefan to like be close, let her in, kiss all up on her, blah 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 blah. Stefan is more like, no, like, I need to go hunt first. I need to get some animal blood in my system. I also don't want to get you involved. And so, you know, I don't want to do that because it's so dangerous. Not just for me, but especially for you. And she's like, I don't care. I want your lips. Sure, I guess. Even though you could die. You want his lips that bad even though you could die? Stop it. I don't know. And so I don't know. Let's see what happens. See how I like this one compared to the first one. I will say I like that this one has more Damon. As a Damon girl... Now listen, when Klaus gets involved, it's gonna be a tie. You know? Because I like both of them almost equally. I think the next reading vlog is either going to be continuing the Caravel series or starting ACOTAR. But I also think I might want to start ACOTAR next month. Because it'll be September. You know, and then October I'm doing like hella like spooky or like Halloween romance, paranormal. I'm getting into that vibe. So I'll see you guys a little bit later. Mwah. Connected? Are we connected? Do you guys see the bats? Bats! Isn't that so cute? Isn't that adorbs? We worked out. We studied. So much studying. What's happening with this hair right here? What is this? What is this? Somebody tell me what the fuck that is. Okay. Can you tell that Halloween is like one of my favorite holidays ever. Listen, Halloween is not my favorite because of Spooky Ookie. It's my favorite because pumpkin spice comes back around. Okay, I get to break out the Uggs. I get to break out the sweats, the little sweatsuits. I do enjoy Halloween movies that are not too spooky. Okay, I'm not a scary gal. I don't like super scary stuff. But give me Halloween Town. Give me Halloween Town High. Okay? Give me Don't Look Under the Bed. Give me Mostly Ghostly. Give me all the Halloween things that I grew up with that I thought at the time was scary. And now I love it. Give me Hocus Pocus. I don't mind it. I know that's crazy. I don't love clowns. Actually, they're my least favorite. I don't mind it. Like, I'm still scared shitless. Okay? But I kind of like it. Here we go. Let's get it. Let's fucking get it. Wow, Aunt Judith's, what is he, fiance? Robert brought a guest to dinner, and it's Damon. I'm dead. It says, "This is Elena, the girl I was telling you about." He said to Damon, "Elena, this is Damon." Smith, said Damon. Not Elena throwing a kitten at Damon. Like, what the hell? Just your average family sitting down to eat turkey, she thought. One slightly flustered maiden aunt, worried that the peas will be mushy and the rolls burnt. One comfortable uncle-to-be. One golden-haired teenage niece and her tow-headed baby sister. One blue-eyed boy, next-door type. One gorgeous vampire passing the candied yams. A typical American household. But gorgeous vampire, at least she's being honest with herself. So Elena's like, "Have you heard about the girl Vicky?" And Damon's like, "Nope, no clue who that is." And she's like, "I'm sure you do. She's not getting any better. Doctors are confused. They don't even know what's going on." Damon's like, interesting. And she's like, "Do you want more stuffing?" And she's like throwing the stuffing at him. Damon just picks up the cranberry sauce, I think it is, and he holds it up to the flame and like looks through it, and he's like, "Such a tantalizing color. Get out. Get out now before I tell them you're the killer." Damon's like, thought a guest would have some more consideration. And then he like shouted, "Thank you for having me for dinner. Hope to see you again soon." And then he looked at Elena and he was like, "Be seeing you." And so now Elena's like, "I have to tell Stefan because like I need his protection. Why didn't you think you needed it in the first place? Also, don't act like you don't like him. You at least think he's hot. You continue to say it over and over and over again." That reminds me. Over and over again, I replay a picture of you here. It was Tim McGraw, and who else was it? Was it Nelly? It was like a country and rap type of thing going on. Did Damon go into the living room? And her aunt's like, "What?" She's like, "Did Robert take Damon into the living room? Please think. I need to know." Aunt Judith's like, "Why no, I don't think so." "No, he went straight to the dining room." She's like, "Elena, what on earth?" Literally, you're gonna make people think you're going crazy. Damon seems like a respectable, pleasant, kind young man, and Elena's like, "You want me to give Damon a chance over Stefan because he's nicer?" Ooh, okay, so we've got Damon showed up at like 2, stood there, just staring at Elena. Elena chose a modest nightgown. He's trying to walk towards her and he can't. So there's like a barrier. She said, "My room and the living room below are all that's left of the old house. And of course, that was a different dwelling place. One you were not invited into and never will be." Oh, Damon is pissed. He's got his hand on Margaret's room door with his eyes very dark and very angry and said, "Your choice." Margaret was just a baby. Oh yeah, Margaret is her baby sister. Okay, so she left the safe place. Only safe space in well, there's 2, but the only one that she was in because Damon was... He was either bluffing really good, or he was really gonna go kill that 4-year-old. That's a little... No, that's a little much, Damon. That's a little much. That's a lot much. That is a lot much. One thing was for sure, she wouldn't be fooled into thinking it was kindness on Damon's part. Damon wasn't capable of kindness or of caring for anyone but himself. Oh yeah, she's still gotta figure out with Caroline and Tyler. Whew! She got a lot going on. Oh my god, she's like, if Stefan dies, I will die too. It is that simple. Okay, I'm here with it, I guess. Okay, so Damon's way to get the diary. All I need to do is agree to his price. You don't understand how much that frightens me. Not just because it's Damon, but because I'm afraid of what will happen if he and I are together again. What will happen to me and what will happen to me and Stefan. November 27th, Wednesday. November 28th, Thursday. Okay, so this, wow, 11:30 p.m. Girl, go to bed. You got school tomorrow. She said, I'm gonna tell Stefan everything. Everything about Damon, too. Uh-oh. Stefan is going to hate me because I've been lying to him. Yeah, he is, girl. Whose fault is that? Whose fault is that? It's yours. It says she told him about taking her diary to Bonnie's house, about how it had been stolen, getting the notes, about realizing Caroline was the one who was sending them, told him about Caroline and Tyler's plan. Uh-oh, he is mad at her. He's like, you should have told me. Why didn't you tell me? I think I would really die if you looked at me this way. Girl. Come on now. His teeth pierced her neck. I love you, he said softly. He loved her. She'd known it all along. I love you, Stefan. This is like... Yeah, no. I kept this ring because it was a symbol of her, so I could keep her in my heart. But now I'd like it to be a symbol of something else. Ooh, pub fries. What are pub fries? Okay, so she took the ring on her finger, though. It fit as if it had been made for her.
Wait a minute.
They're gonna get engaged?
What do you mean right now? What is happening? What are you talking about? We'll be together like a ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-dong. Yippity-boom-da-boom. I'm wearing my ring tomorrow. I hope I don't dream. Girl. Oh, 49 minutes left in this book. Period. Yeah. Caroline has a brother. Daniel Forbes, Caroline's younger brother. What do you mean right now? Do you mean right now? So they're getting dressed for this parade. Caroline is... Today's the day that she's going to expose Elena's diary. As she's getting dressed, something falls out, and it's part of her diary that says something awful is going to happen today. I love how they're sitting there going, how do we get this bag off of Caroline? Like, she gets to keep it, it's a part of her costume, but Elena's diary is in it as well. Do you not have vampires as friends? Have them compel her. She's not on vervain, is she? She doesn't have any vervain. Have Damon, yup, speak to Damon. Let him save the day again. Have Damon compel her to give you your diary. Or ask Stefan, if he's strong enough, I don't know. Like, is that a crazy thought? The diary is green, not blue, which I'm assuming means it's not Elena's. It's Caroline's diary. Damon's there. Every so often she looked at Damon. But you're, like, mad at him 24/7, but you want to keep looking at him. Oh my god, just say thank you. Like, he did it. He fixed the problem. He got your diary. He swapped the diaries, right? She's over here like...
Why?
He's like...
Do you mean how?
She's like... No, why? I think you did...
And he's like...
Don't push me.
Like, he's telling you, stop it. Do not push me. And she's
like, I think you need to be pushed.
Just say thank you, dude. See, grateful to Damon for saving them. Damon had committed the crimes Caroline wanted to pin on Stefan. And then Aunt Judith was trying to get Damon to come to dinner with them. And Elena's like, stop it. And she's looking at Damon saying, you know what? Just stop it right now. So I guess she thinks that he's compelling Aunt Judith to be like, do you want to come to dinner with us? I think she is so attracted to Damon And she's starting to get the feels for Bad Boy Vamp. She feels kind of guilty, obviously, because, you know, we've got Stefan. Like, she's supposed to be with Stefan, right? Apparently she's getting engaged to Stefan. But, like, you're down bad for Damon, the Bad Boy Vamp. And it's okay. Alright? You can be down bad. Just... I don't know why I have scissors. Don't sit there and act like it's one-sided. It's not one-sided, it's two-sided. Two. Okay? I'm about to get some Wendy's. Hey. Wendy's. Hey. Wendy's. Hey. Yeah. 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 Anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully you have a great night. And I will have a pumpkin spice coffee with me. Oh my gosh, she said I happened to be engaged to him. Not her literally stealing Matt's car. She's like, Matt, are you leaving? He's like, no. She's like, could I borrow your car? He's like, no, I'll drive you. She's like, no, I want to be alone. Yoink. Snatches the keys right out of his hand. She said, I'll be back with your car. Or Stefan will. And if you find Stefan, tell him I'm at the boarding house. So you just stealing cars now. Okay. Interesting. So Elena tells everyone that her and Stefan are engaged. Damon gets pissed, walks away. He can, like, mess with the weather. So he creates a storm. A windstorm. Then there's hail. Or snow. Elena's like standing outside trying to go into the boarding house. She realizes that something is watching her that's dangerous, trying to get her. She gets in her car. She tries to drive away from it, I guess. And when she gets in her car, it starts like shaking because Damon's messing with it. She drives over Wickery Bridge and he, like, I guess pushes it into the water. I think Elena has been, what did Bonnie say? In there for like an hour, not able to breathe. So I'm gonna assume that she's about to turn into a vampire. That's just my guess. Alright, so Stefan is pissed and he is just biting everybody. Biting everybody. But I guess now he's got strength, he thinks, to fight Damon. Is Stefan changing form too? What did he change into? I missed something. Okay, so Elena's looking at a squirrel and she feels just like she wants to grab it. She's like, why do I want a squirrel? They leave it on a cliffhanger. She hears people fighting. Now I'm assuming she's a vampire. And that's where they leave it. I'm gonna give this literally a 4 stars. And the reason is Damon's like quick wit and banter and just like hilariousness, okay? Hear me out. It is the saving grace from this being like, in my opinion, a like 2-star flop. He's the only reason I hadn't thrown the Kindle across the room, okay? But I will tell you, my flabbers were completely fucking gasted, bitch. When Stefan proposed to Elena. You know, Caroline is insufferable. Elena is like actually the worst friend ever. Poor little Bonnie, angel baby child, okay, and she's not even a Bennett. Jeremy doesn't exist. Aunt Jenna is Aunt Judith. Aunt Judith loves her some Damon, okay? And it could be mind control, but I understand it. And how dare they leave it on a freaking cliffhanger. I'm pissed about that, alright? Because I'm supposed to start ACOTAR. I need to finish. I gotta finish rereading. Hello? What's happening right now? Am I okay? Rereading Legendary and Finale, I think it's called. And then I also have to get into this bad boy. Like I said I was. Anyway, okay, well, coolio. Sure. I mean, I guess I have to read the next one. Oh, let me just tell you also, what the hell is this? My flabbers will be gasted for this proposal for so long. I'm also assuming that Elena is now a vampire. So like, and I remember, I don't know how long ago it was, I know Damon bit her on one side, Stefan bit her on the other side. So she technically could have both of their vampire blood in her... Whoa, ma'am, calm down. In her system. Alright, that was fun. But was it? Damon was fun. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope that you had a blast. This was a journey, and it's gonna remain a journey. Will this be where Elena is like sired to Damon? Spoiler alert. But I will catch you guys on the next one, where we might either read ACOTAR or Legendary. I gotta figure that out. I'll see you guys on the next Latte Life. Bye, guys!